Now, before I really jump into things, this video does involve talking about information from Wash It All Away's first 3 episodes and more details than if I were doing a spoiler-free review, mainly because I don't think I can talk about this series without bringing up some spoilers. I recommend watching episodes 1 through 3 yourself before watching this video. If one day you woke up with no memories except something you could do for a living that you enjoy, and potentially also your name, what would you do? Would you take that skill and make a living off of it straight away? Or would you just sit there and be like, who the fuck are you? To whoever woke you up. Actually, if I know Gen Z, aka my generation, correctly, it might be a bit of both. While I hope that I never have to live through something like that, I'm happy that I'm able to explore a concept like that within Wash It All Away, even if the first 3 episodes currently don't put every single piece of what happened to the main character, Kinmei, to lose her memories together. Then again, the series isn't done yet, though at the time I'm scripting this video, the number of episodes that are in Wash It All Away hasn't been announced yet. While it may end up being a one-course series with only 12 or 13 episodes, I'm going to be sticking around regardless of how long it ends up being. This is my comfy show for the winter 2026 anime season, and I am not giving it up that easily. Wash It All Away follows Kinmei Wakana as she works at her dry cleaning business and connects with the people around her to help form a sense of community. Well, that's the vibe you get from reading the synopsis of the series. I believe it's also going to discuss how memories make someone who they are because of one little detail that is within this series. Kinmei doesn't remember anything that happened more than 2 years ago. As of episode 3, the series has yet to reveal what happened to cause Kinmei to develop amnesia, though after seeing another Kinmei sit next to our Kinmei that looked rather beat up, I think it may be better if Kinmei doesn't regain her memories. After all, it seemed like if her brain forgot a lot, there was stuff in there that was genuinely worth forgetting. I'm not going to be mad the series makes Kinmei remember anything anyway, as they likely be unable to explore the theme if they don't, but I may end up feeling emotional if they cause her to remember a painful memory. Speaking of amnesia, so far each episode has included something that touches upon it, or at the very least seems to touch upon it. In episode 1, Kinmei states that cleaning is the one thing she didn't forget, which makes me think that her name of Kinmei Wakana isn't actually her real name and was an identity created for her by someone else. In episode 2, learn that her memory only goes back to 2 years prior, and then, well, I already pointed out one thing in episode 3, but in the post-credits scene of that episode, we also see one of Kinmei's customers wanting to invite her to join like a ladies volleyball thing with a hot spring afterward, and claiming that she thinks Kinmei would be good at sports. And like, it could be hinting that prior to whatever caused Kinmei to lose her memory, she could have been good at sports. Or it could have just been one of those things where someone is making an assumption about someone else. So that's why I said it seems like it could be hinting at the amnesia thing, but just don't take the sports thing as me being like, oh yeah, she was definitely good at sports prior to this, because like, I'm personally in the camp that line was more so about someone making an assumption about Kinmei instead of, oh yeah, Kinmei was like this prior to the amnesia. While Wash It All Away has the aesthetic and base vibe of the typical cozy show, I believe that the underlying plot of Kinmei's amnesia beneath it will keep people coming back. Hell, her amnesia gives a somewhat darker meaning to the English title of the show. While you can wash away stains, Kinmei discusses her own memories of having been washed away as well. Kind of makes her career choice and what her brain remembers ironic as well, since she's doing the exact thing that her brain did to her memories. Washing. I really like the animation that there's been in this series so far. Fits the vibe that it's giving off, and it really feels like I'm in a cozy place. Music for both the original soundtrack and the opening and ending themes also make me feel like I'm at ease. I'd honestly like to applaud everyone who worked on the music for this series. I also really enjoy the characters, with Kinmei being my favorite, as I find her to be the most interesting, though that's likely because the series has had the most focus on her out of all the other characters. For me at least, it's hard to get invested in a character if they don't get a lot of focus. Maybe that's why a lot of the time my favorite character is the literal main character of whatever series I'm interacting with. Oh, the doc on my phone isn't up to date with what I wrote, because there should be another thing in my another paragraph in my script, so I'm gonna have to freaking improvise. But I'm sticking with this show, like I said earlier, because it's good. I like this show. But in America at least it's streaming on Crunchyroll. I've been Sarah. Thank you for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and thank you for letting me talk anime.